Hello everyone and welcome to Werven's World and welcome to my Let's Play of Cold Waters. So last time we got this mission here that we have to go to the North Atlantic in order to kill some cruise missile submarines. So that's where we will be heading. So continue on course. Let's go there. As you can see, it updated a little bit. We can now see that Holy Log is our home base. So if we stand still, apparently we should be able to detect more. I haven't really noticed this very much, but... or at all, I guess. Something happened. An Allied sea operation has made a successful landfall in Belgium. Amphibious troops are reported to have established a beachhead, but no official statements have yet been made. In what analysts have dubbed a pitting of superior technology against superiority in numbers, neither NATO nor the Warsaw Pact can claim the upper hand. Yet, activity in the Atlantic remains high as Soviet and NATO fleets contest to control vital sea lanes and ports in insofar even battle. Alright. Also, I hope that from now on the Let's Play will not be laggy anymore when I increase the speed. So I think I figured out the problem. I'm using OBS as my recording software because it's open source. And yeah, I was recording to the same drivers that this game was installed on, and I think that was the problem because I did some testing and now I don't really seem to get that problem anymore. But of course you'll see that once I start a Let's Play I do get them again. I don't know, we will see. So let's see, we are heading... oh, that was stupid, I left-clicked on them, so now we're going very fast. We'll be very deep, there's no thermal layer. Okay. Well, let us man the battle stations and immediately slow down. Luckily we're not cavitating because we're very deep. We also don't have any contacts at the moment yet. As you can see, I downloaded a mod called the Reduced Visibility mod, which I really enjoy. I also release a video about this mod and how to install it. It's available on subsim.com, so there is no Steam workshop yet, so you can't find it there. But on subsim.com you can download it and you just need to replace some files, and then you have way less visibility, which I think is much nicer. Much more realistic in any case. So we do have a contact. Oh, now we can't click here anymore. Now we have to click here. Might be this one, but it's hard to know for sure. I don't think it is this one. It is this one. Alright, it is an Oscar. So where is Oscar? Oscar is above us. And Oscar should already be able to recognize us, unfortunately, with his active sonar if he decides to use it. If he does decide to use it, we will immediately ping back, because we actually have much better than him. What I could do is try to get away from him, but his passive radar is already not at minus also, so we're probably pretty close by. Because if I go away, active radar has less range than my passive one has, so I prefer to wait until I have my solution. But I don't dare to increase my speed because it will increase his passive vision on me, and I don't want that. So he's apparently going that way, so me going that way is pretty good. Now I just hope that he doesn't ping. But they tend to ping quite a lot, so... I'm not sure how much noise launching a MOS makes. Like, I could launch something this way and then he suddenly hears a possibly something coming by that he might interpret potentially as a torpedo, but I think it's mostly against like aircraft and helicopters. We almost have our vision on him. So if I get into his baffles, which is about 60 degrees I think, then I should be able to launch a torpedo basically for free. He won't be able to hear much, and that's because submarines have their sonar shielded. If they would be able to listen backwards, they would just hear our own noise, so they're shielded against that. So if we manage to crawl up on him there, then, well, everything should be quite nice. What we could do is also increase our depth or decrease our depth to be at kind of the same level as him to have this function here working, because then the torpedo will remain at the same depth. I think we're not in his baffles yet. Oh man, I really hope he doesn't ping. We haven't had another signature yet, no. So I wonder if I increase my speed, how much noise extra I will be making. Because at the moment his passive detection is not that great. But I don't really dare to increase it. But I'm not entirely sure whether I'm in his baffles yet. We could of course try, but then again there's not really much use for trying, although then we would go the same speed as him. Let's try and see what happens. So his passive is still the same. No, now it's positive, as long as it doesn't get above 10. Because apparently once it's at 10, then they will see us on their map, basically. But as long as it's below that, it's fine. However, if they have already seen you on the map, then below 10 will also increase their solution. That's at least what people have been claiming that the developer said, so let's go with that. I guess I increased my rudder a bit too much. I just kind of want to go here. I could increase the speed a bit, but I'm always afraid that then I'll forget and bad stuff will happen. How are the conditions? Maybe go a little bit more up. Here we go. Signature is still fine. So now we just basically need to go straight on while keeping a look at his signature. Ah, now he's turning. Of course I could already fire torpedoes, but I just kind of want to try to do it a little bit more, how do you call it? Tactical, I guess. What's he doing? He's reducing his speed. That will increase his passive radar actually, because then he has less interruption from his own or noise. So this is a little bit dangerous. Now it's at 5, so I hope it didn't increase to 10 at all. Now he's increasing his speed and reducing his speed again. He's not entirely sure what he wants. He still hasn't pinged though, so I assume that he hasn't noticed me. Now the passive radar is getting more up because I'm getting closer, so let's back off a little bit. Now I should be in his baffles. Alright, and we are 5 kilojoules away from him. So let's launch our torpedo. So we are at the same depth. Oh, he actually went up a little bit. Well, maybe I'll fire one like this. And one going up. And maybe one... Hey, he heard me. What's that about? I guess I was too close so that it was still very noisy, I guess. Otherwise I think it's a little bit mean, because I did so much my best to not get detected. But we can actually send a Moss. Well, let's do that once. I'm not entirely sure what the best tactic is with Moss. Like if I shoot it forward, I assume the torpedo will not actually turn around. But if I shoot it like away from me, if the torpedo is chasing me, I think if I would release a noisemaker and then a Moss, then first it would have the noisemaker and then it would chase the Moss and I'll try to dive down basically. Not sure if that will work, but that's my theory. I could of course increase my speed. Because first of all, he probably won't hear me much. Actually, maybe he doesn't even hear the torpedoes. Maybe he kind of heard the torpedoes when I fired them, but for the rest doesn't really have much information. So let's actually change depth as well. I should have done that earlier. Yeah, now it has seen me. So now with this mod we actually don't see the torpedo, which I kind of like. So if we release a noisemaker and then fire this thing away in front of us and we ourselves go up. Not sure how that interacts with us going very fast and making noise. Oh, there it is. Oh, don't tell me it will hit me immediately. Oh, it did. That's absolutely terrible. I played a lot of single missions now where I thought I did quite a good job in dodging them every time and kind of like, yeah, not getting detected. But now I immediately got hit. So apparently my strategy didn't work very well. Something exploded. Well, we still have 10% hull left, so we got fairly lucky there. And we actually lost our contact, but we are also going really fast. So I'm kind of messing it up here, unfortunately. Thought I was doing a good job. There's sonar buoys here. Yeah, we don't hear the Oscar at all at the moment. Let's reduce our speed a little bit more. Our torpedo is still doing something. Hope it doesn't chase me. Let's get out of its way a little bit. It looks like it's still chasing something, actually. We could use our active radar. Shall we try? I never really use it. Yeah, so something's happening there. Noisemakers. Ah, these are noisemakers, not sonar buoys. Increase the speed a little bit. Oh, come on. That's amazing. I could of course just shoot in that direction, but I don't really want to. I first want to have a visual. There. Okay, that's not good. His active and passive is really good now, so he's probably very close to us. Let's get a moss out. Or let's start reloading a moss in here. Let's see if we can get a bit of a solution. So now we're going 5. So actually our towed thing is not doing anything because he's apparently right in front of us. So let's change our rudder a little bit. Because basically this is a thing that's dragged behind us. And if it would look right in front of us, it would again hear the noise of our rudder. So we don't want that. Or propeller, sorry. So now this should increase at some point when I'm not in that angle anymore. So now it has increased, and now we see that it's further away most likely. So I will, I guess, keep on driving a little bit and hopefully get a decent solution on it. But of course it has quite some solution on me as well, so that's not good. Maybe I should just do active pings and shoot a lot of torpedoes. But I'm a little bit hesitant of doing that. But as you can see, my solution is really not going up very fast at all. And there are ways of increasing this. There are some tactics regarding that, and I'm not entirely sure what are the best tactics. So he's very much down, so he hears us better than we hear him, because water goes down easier than it goes up. Noise. So, of course, we have to look out for our damage. It seems to be fine. Because of course if we go deeper and we would have a leak, then we would be in trouble. There's a torpedo coming. Should I shoot a moss that way, or would that help? Let's try. Haven't really used these mosses enough yet. Oh, we are actually gaining more and more depth. We have some flooding going on. We might have to do an emergency. Wow, I'm really screwing up on this one here. Now we're going up again. But we're also getting a lot of torpedoes in our face. Luckily, we have a full solution on him, so maybe we can return the favor to him. He is down with us, so let us shoot one like this. One like this, and one like this. And actually, let's switch them first to active, because we don't really need to be stealthy at all. And now I will... Ooh. Whew! I'm not sure why that one turned around, but it did. Oh, the noisemaker, I guess. Well... How's my damage control? We are going up. Let's shoot a moss as well. This is very chaotic. At least we seem to have a lock on the Oscar. Did I really not hit it? Did I wait too long with activating it? Wow. Well, let's go back to it. We have 2 torpedoes left, 1 moss. And we don't have a full solution to him. So I guess we should again... Well, we could actually ping him. Lots of torpedoes around. He's lying on the floor. What's he doing there? I hit him. Is he dead? No. Okay, well, let's do a bottom one then. Ah, I went too fast. I jammed it. If you go too fast, you jam it. What's happening? Interesting. Well, we've got this one, and now we're going much slower. So let's put this one down, put it on active sonar, because it might not be making any noise whatsoever. And let's shoot it. We, however, will just remain here, not do anything, and turn off our sonar. Which one is it? There should be a torpedo coming in. It didn't. What is wrong? And now I'm gonna get all the torpedoes on me. As you can see here, they decided to go for me for whatever reason. What is wrong? Oh, I could still have steered it. Well. Never mind. Ooh! So this one here I can still steer. So let's do exactly that. Now it has something again. Is it me? Ah, wire break. What is wrong here? I killed it, I think. And now every torpedo is coming for me. Oh, they're coming for my moss. That makes sense. But now they're coming for me. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of it, isn't it? Woo! Woo! Dodged. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Can I just get out of this level, I guess? I'll just book it. Because there are still vessels nearby, which I assume is that one. And we don't have any weapons. Oh, we still have torpedoes. So if we happen to survive, the chances of which are fairly minimal, then I'm gonna try to come by close and see what I can do. Maybe manually control one of these things. This torpedo hopefully will now go there. Hopefully. There's another one coming again. Oh, but now we are getting water. That's not good for us. So let's go up. Well, I will just try to put a torpedo down, because I am really getting very confused here now. I'll put it here. Of course, I forgot to not go too fast. Once it gets chaotic, it's very easy to forget about things, such as that you're flooding and all that stuff. There's another torpedo right there. Probably all of my own as well. Oh, now it's actually done. Okay, so maybe people were still alive on board or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But there's weapons nearby and I'm flooding. So let us do the blowing emergency ballast. Let's go up as fast as we can. Let's hope the torpedoes will die at some point. And let's get rid of this most chaotic episode ever. We're still going up. Hopefully we can still fight the flooding. It must be much easier when there's less pressure. We are cavitating, but I don't really care. I just want to get up and repair this. There we are. Repaired. Weapons nearby. Is it still a torpedo? It is. So I guess we just have to do this. For them to run out of... Ah! Really? Really? Don't tell me I'm gonna die. I haven't done my ballast yet. No! No! That would be super mean. No. That's a shame. Also somewhat stupid of me. I should have just turned around instead of following the torpedoes. Well, completely my own fault, but that's how you learn, I guess. Well, I guess we can leave combat. What does that do? Nuclear sub sunk. A NATO spokesman has confirmed that a US nuclear attack submarine has been lost in action. Although details are incomplete at this time, sources close to the Pentagon say all submarine was lost with all hands during the course of duty. Oh, okay, so maybe I should have done abandoned ship instead? Defeat in Europe. Warsaw Pact forces continue to drive back NATO by opening a new major offensive this morning. Meanwhile, Soviet naval forces have effectively cut off the North Atlantic convoy lines, leaving NATO forces in Europe with little hope of reinforcement. That is a shame. UK blockaded. Soviet naval forces have taken the initiative and now dominate the Atlantic and Norwegian Sea. Transatlantic resupply convoys struggle to make the journey, and the escalating loss of materials and men at sea make it only a matter of time before they stop arriving altogether. Currently in exile, political leaders from the occupied territories have voiced strong concerns over the risk of the Iron Curtain being brought further west. Fears of permanent occupation have sparked a refugee crisis, with tens of thousands streaming towards Western Europe. Iron Curtain draws over Europe. Hundreds of thousands of refugees flee towards the English Channel as the red stain of communism finally dominates the continent. In occupied Europe, it is rumored that many from the middle class and academia are being sent to re-education camps in increasing numbers. The Soviet occupants have doubled down on security in response to what they claim are actions of subversion by capitalist class enemies. Uncertain times ahead. Due to economic and military strain of the recent conflict, analysts remain concerned that the Cold War climate could escalate and persist for decades to come. Worse yet, the recent clash will no doubt justify future expansion of the military expenditure by both Western and Eastern nations. We died. But we did get a star. We accomplished 3 missions. We actually sank a couple of ships, 10 of them. So not too bad for my first campaign, I would say. This last mission, I don't know what happened. Like, I was kind of confused and I made a lot of mistakes, but that's again one way to learn how this game works. So yeah, I guess I'll click continue and then I guess I have lost. Yes, so I'll put the episode to a close here, but I hope you had fun and see you next time.